Every time Selena Gomez finds a moment of peace, the internet seems to reach back into her past and shake everything loose again. And this time, it didn't take long. What was supposed to be a quiet newlywed chapter with Benny Blanco suddenly turned into a full-blown online spiral. With rumors, old names resurfacing, and speculation moving faster than facts. Selena and Benny didn't roll out their marriage like a PR campaign. No overexposed exclusives, no constant posting, no selling the moment. And weirdly enough, that alone made people uncomfortable. In celebrity culture, happiness is expected to be performative. If you're not constantly showing it, people start wondering what you're hiding. So when Selena went quiet instead of loud, the guessing started almost immediately. Then a blind item dropped that changed the entire tone. It claimed an A-list music producer was telling women he was in an open marriage. No names were mentioned, but the timing was brutal. Selena had just gotten married, and suddenly people were side-eyeing Benny Blanco hard. For a lot of fans, it hit a nerve because Selena's past relationships were anything but stable. Seeing her name dragged into another messy narrative felt wrong, especially when she'd clearly been trying to protect her peace. Just as people were arguing about whether the rumor even made sense, a video started circulating online. Benny was shown in bed with two male friends while Selena was out of town. Nothing explicit happened. No clear lines crossed. But optics matter on the internet, and grown men piled onto a bed, laughing and touching, was enough to set comment sections on fire. Even if it was innocent, it landed at the worst possible time. Once a narrative starts, people don't wait for explanations. They react first and decide later. Still, those close to the situation insisted Benny was fully committed. And honestly, that tracks. Before they were even official, Benny was openly talking about wanting kids and building a future. Selena didn't stumble into this relationship blindly. If there were questions, people believe she asked them. The internet might thrive on ambiguity, but real relationships don't. And then, just when the focus should have stayed on her marriage, another familiar name crept back into the conversation. Justin Bieber. Out of nowhere, rumors started circulating that Justin may have sent Selena a wedding gift. Nothing confirmed, all alleged, but that didn't stop the internet from going into detective mode. People weren't reacting with jealousy so much as confusion. What could he possibly give her at this stage of her life? She's successful, wealthy, healed, and surrounded by people who show up for her. There's nothing material that makes sense. What really reignited everything was the music. Justin had recently performed unreleased songs on a live stream, and one track allegedly included lyrics about being in a relationship with someone who's not you. Fans immediately ran with it, convinced he was referencing Selena, and even claiming he whispered her name during the performance. Some people weren't buying it, others were fully convinced. That's the problem with vague art. It invites projection, especially when there's history attached. Then Justin posted photos from Costa Rica with Haley, using a song that mentioned weddings and tears at the altar. The timing was close enough to Selena's marriage that people started connecting dots that may not even exist. Add in resurfaced livestream clips where he appeared emotional, and suddenly the narrative online became that he was still circling something that had already moved on without him. Meanwhile, Selena's energy couldn't have been more different. While people dissected lyrics and captions, she was sharing lighthearted moments tied to the Wizards of Waverly Place reboot, joking, smiling, and embracing nostalgia. She wasn't responding. She wasn't clarifying. She wasn't feeding it. And that silence said more than any statement ever could. Not long after, Selena opened up in a way that caught a lot of people off guard. She revealed that before meeting Benny, she had been single for 5 years. Real single. Not bouncing between situations, not entertaining chaos. During that time, she had to confront what she actually wanted out of life, beyond headlines and expectations. And then she shared something deeply personal. Due to serious health complications related to lupus, carrying a child herself could be life-threatening. Pregnancy wasn't off the table emotionally, but medically, it was dangerous. That realization forced her into a grieving process, mourning a version of life she once assumed would happen naturally. She admitted it took time to accept that her journey to motherhood would look different. Surrogacy and adoption became not just options, but blessings. And that kind of perspective doesn't come from someone stuck in the past. It comes from someone who's done the work. She also admitted something that resonated with a lot of people. After getting married, instead of celebrating, she found herself crying. Not because she regretted it, but because she was scared. Scared that something bad would follow something good. She even said she briefly thought she might die the next day. It sounds extreme, but for people living with chronic illness or long-term anxiety, joy can sometimes feel fragile. When your body has betrayed you before, your mind learns to stay alert, even during happiness. While emotions were raw on Selena's side, real danger struck close to home for Benny. His mother was reportedly the victim of a terrifying home invasion. Intruders forced their way inside, shattering glass and moving through the house while she hid in a bathroom. At one point, she made eye contact with them, which spooked them enough to flee. They didn't take anything, but that kind of fear doesn't just disappear. It's a reminder that life doesn't pause just because the internet is busy gossiping. And still, the internet found another angle. An old photo of Selena from her 30th birthday resurfaced and started trending again. People zoomed in on what they claimed were suspicious white lines on a table behind her. Suddenly, wild assumptions were being thrown around. But when you slow it down, the photo was years old, taken at a venue known for black marble tables with natural white veining. The lighting and angle did the rest. No proof, no receipts. Just recycled speculation because her name was trending again. That's the pattern. Every time Selena's life moves forward, something from the past gets dragged back into the spotlight. Old photos, old relationships, old narratives. But the contrast right now is loud. On one side, you have someone focused on health, boundaries, and building a future that looks different, but still full. On the other, you have endless projection, nostalgia, and internet noise that refuses to let closure exist quietly. Peace doesn't trend, chaos does. And Selena seems fully aware of that. She's not explaining herself anymore. She's not defending her happiness. She's just living it. While the noise keeps spinning in the background, she keeps moving forward, and honestly, that might be the clearest statement she's ever made.